Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Cailee and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the special single barrel bottling done of Booker's. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Cailee, along with our special guests, Luke Otero, Cailee Baker, and Tim Swiat.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, how we doing? Hello. So, yes, well, big news today. Obviously, Booker's being released as a single barrel. Wait, they're all single barrels, right? No, they're not. Actually, Booker's is a small batch collection. So, yes, it is not. So the fact that we have a single barrel available of that, pretty interesting stuff. We'll talk about what all that means after the break. I am going to start this thing going, though, with a question for you guys. Is there any alcohol product that makes you angry? Not that you don't like to drink necessarily, but it just, its existence makes you angry. Now I'll go first. To me, I think there are a couple products, but I'm going to limit it to one. And I think if I had to take my anger out on any of it, I think White Claw makes me mad out of everything. I don't understand. It's not good. And I don't understand the need for it. And people act like it's new. I mean, this was when I was, 21. There was seltzers and stuff, and we got tired of it. And I don't understand White Claw. Its very existence makes me mad.
History is destined to repeat itself, Steve.
And the fact that it took over like Bud Light as the number one selling. To me, that just makes me angry. That would happen. So I don't know. Yeah. That's mine. Do you guys have any? Or the answer could be no. Not everyone's crazy and insane like me. So maybe it's just no. Even though I have
I won't say that there's definitely alcohol that I can't do. That was what I thought.
That's a different question, though. Yeah, that's
I think the only thing I can think of that kind of made me angry in a store was someone almost not copying our idea, but almost, kind of on the verge where it was like, should we bring them in or should we not bring them in for a suit? It was just some dumb bottle. They were kind of playing off the fucklehead thing, and it was kind of the same story thing, but it was a different word. Yeah, it was a different word, and the bottle label was like upside down to be like funny, and like the story on it was kind of similar to the story that we have, and I was just like, and I just kind of got angry. I was like, all right, like, if you're gonna steal our idea, let's be a little more clear about it, not so. I don't know. It just kind of took me the wrong way, but
they turned it upside down.
That's the only time. Yeah, that's the only time I could say I've been angry at a bottle.
Did they do the joke on there? Can you hear this? And then of course you say no, and then they say, "Let me turn it up for you," and then that's
waka waka.
Yes. How about you, Tim? Is there any alcohol product that just its very existence makes you angry? You don't even necessarily have to have any tie to it. It just for some reason rubs you the wrong way.
All right, so you, Steve, you give me hope that you can't outgrow the Zima kick. So you still hate it, and so anything seltzer I'm there for you. But I'll add something new. I absolutely can't stand the love of IPA beer.
Oh yeah,
somebody who wants to put themselves through that tasting experience of all that, it's ugh. Damn. You must really hate life.
And sour beers too.
I was kind of leaning toward the alcohol, but beer too.
That one just got me as the beer. Anything with IPA, any IPA, can't handle it. I don't like it. I guess my palate is not as sophisticated enough to flog myself by drinking IPAs to make my life feel better.
You wince every time you take a drink. One of those.
It's just bad. It's just bad.
All right. Well, we'll save Luke for last because he's like the world's nicest man. We'll see if he comes up with anything. McNew is she's spiteful, so there's probably a whole list. Of
I want to say that I like White Claws in the summer, Steve. You can fire me if you need.
Terrible.
Fire me.
But no, I'm going to say Old Smoky Moonshine, because people will be like, oh, I really like moonshine, and they'll pull out like a jar of that. I'm like, my friend, that is a tourist trap.
Yeah.
It's not what you think it is. It's
right.
Irritating.
That's a good call.
That does kind of irritate me too, because we sell some real moonshines in our shop, and I like good moonshine, and someone will be like, I like moonshine, and they'll say that. I don't even know where to go with it.
To play off of that, one of those places, I'm not sure which one it was specifically that we were at recently, but I was in Gatlinburg with my coworker for an event for the Tennessee Distillers Guild. And one of those places that there's like 4 of in that area, there's a list that says, bourbon tasting versus moonshine tasting. And the bourbon tasting was like peach bourbon and chocolate bourbon and all that. And I'm like, I went over immediately to the bottle and looked and made sure that they weren't like fucking up the label, and didn't, just slide on past that. But no, they did have it properly labeled on the bottle, but the tasting was very improperly labeled, and it really pissed me off.
Well. All right, Luke, is there any alcohol product that just makes you angry?
Well, kind of, and I've aired it once on this.
All right, good.
And you know me, I don't really complain too much, and I think Stephanie and Cailee, I think you may have been on it too, or Becca Sue. It's those 2 numbnuts from one of the reality shows. They had it was called Two Tom's Bourbon, and it was then they claim, and then it was finished in a sherry cask or something like that. That's number 1,
right?
That hasn't changed. I'm still pissed about that.
Luke hasn't been remedied yet. Yeah,
Luke holds a grudge. This is breaking news here, folks. I never thought this would be happening.
He's the nicest man in the bourbon industry.
Right.
This is Festivus without knowing it.
Yeah. The second one, and I may be completely off base here, but a martini is a gin or vodka martini. Anytime you start putting apple or chocolate, or that is not a martini anymore. That's a cocktail of something else, an apple cocktail or something.
Right.
I guess I'm just an old traditionalist and grumpy old man, but that's
martinis, apple teenies, get them out of here.
Apple teenies. Luke,
Stephanie, thank you.
Yeah, Luke unloaded there. For Luke, that was a good rogering he gave those guys. So,
He's bringing the heat.
Yeah, he is. All right, well, gang, guess what? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's let Luke go first because he's steam's blowing out his ears. He needs a drink.
Yeah, you guys better go to the urgent care after this.
Yeah.
This is Steve, I think this is one of yours that you picked.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And Danny, I think, as well.
Yeah. Danny was the lead. We let him. We did 2 picks, and Danny got.
I know
you got the Danny one. You got the plumber's pick.
This is the 291 awesome. Barrel proof single barrel from 291.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Ooh. That's good.
Wow,
that's good.
Cannon right off the bat.
Yep.
I brought it tonight, kids.
He's not messing around. All right, Cailee, what do you got?
Well, like you said at the beginning, I also did a double take, and as long as I've been in the bourbon industry, I honestly thought Booker's was a single barrel.
Oh, there you go.
This topic took me
by surprise. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, but yes, you are right. Yes, it is a small batch. I have it's the Bluegill Creek batch from 2016.
That one's been a while ago, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh. Nothing.
Okay. Not enough. No. McNew, you're next.
I have some Widow Jane tenure.
Nice.
No.
It was
Mike
so
Muffle.
good over here.
Mike Muffle got her.
Yeah, I was gonna say Mike got that one.
Mike Muffle got her. You did. Did you know we just before I left at the tasting bar, there were some Cailee fans. They were excited Cailee was going to be on the show tonight. So.
Oh really?
How about that?
That's awesome. I love that.
Cailee
that makes
fans.
me excited.
Yeah.
Your mom wasn't at the barrel shop, was she? Or anything like that? Just making sure. Okay.
You didn't mention that. She has the flu. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. She was in St. Louis, actually. Yeah. All right, Tim, how about you, man?
All right. I'm going with my favorite of the whole collection, but no offense to Booker, but I love Bakers.
Okay.
So in the original, the old Bakers here. Nothing.
Nothing.
Well,
Nothing on
thanks
my
for
side
loving.
too. So.
Thanks for loving on me,
Yeah.
Swyatt.
I've got Wild Turkey Kentucky Spirit. Fantail
the old
bottle should be
bottle.
noted. Fantail bottle, folks.
Nice.
Oldie but a goodie. All right, I'm going up against Luke here, so let's see what I got. That's decent for a Fantail, actually, but not going to be enough to beat Luke. Luke got that one. So, Luke, you
Cheers,
started out
Luke.
tonight. 1-0, buddy. Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about the excitement of a Booker's single barrel being out there. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky. Danny, though, you are between Jim and Victory. What do you got?
I have an Indiana rye,
Sure, Danny.
tumble dice.
Cumblebeiss. Yes, I love Cumblebeiss. I'm sure that's the name of the brand, Cumblebeiss. Sure.
Tumble
Let's hear the-
dice.
Oh, Tumble Dice. Okay.
Yes.
Let's
Freddie Mills of Ruse.
Okay. Freddie Mills of Fruits.
So we're about to pop it.
No, that was all desk is what that was. All desk, no pop. Jim wins. So Jim, you got it there, man.
Hey.
Congrats, Jim.
Cheers, gang.
Oh my God, this is horrible.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about Booker's Single Barrel.
Yes, we are. So this all comes out of the fact that, Fred Noe had a very serious health scare. His kidneys, began shutting down. He needed to get a donation. Actually, it comes from another employee of Jim Beam, which is unbelievable. A woman that worked there finds out that Fred needs a kidney. She goes and gets tested. Turns out she's a match, and she is able to donate a kidney that really saves Fred's life. I don't. And certainly improved his quality of life, because when you got those sort of problems, he's on dialysis and all that, and ultimately long term, it's just going to get worse and keep going until it totally shuts down. So, hats off to that woman. That's unbelievable that someone is willing to do that. That's not a blood relative or anything like that. That's an amazing part of the story for sure. But to celebrate the individuals that helped out, Fred decides he's going to release a single barrel to raise money for where this was done, and it's an amazing story too. You should look up one of the articles about that. And they tell the story of it's scary, obviously, and just the two of them. They couldn't even be with their spouses when they had to go in for the surgery. It's just the two of them. And what a bonding moment that is. Gosh, you have a bond for life, I would assume, and nothing that I can know anything about, but I only can imagine what the feeling is of knowing that either you've donated a kidney to help someone live, or you've been the recipient of that. What an amazing thing! So yeah, very cool stuff. And so now they've got this Booker's single barrel that's going to be raising a lot of great money for charity, I'm sure, and very exciting stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Much so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I jumped on that article right away, and Steve, you and I have been with Fred a lot, and
Oh yeah.
he tells the story how Booker wanted it to be small batch. He was never a fan of single, and so to do this and got the executives to agree with it and then the reason for it, it's just this is just incredible. And so I hope they raise the roof off of this fundraiser. So yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This is one of those. God, if you're like the ultimate Jim Beam collector, this is kind of one of the gotta haves, because it's not going to happen again, I don't think. And you never say never, but very unusual circumstances lead to this actually happening. So I can't imagine it happen again. Though something could happen, but it's pretty special no matter what. Even if something comes up down the road where they decide to do another one, this is the first one. I mean, it's always going to be special for sure. Wow.
Steve, you make a great point there. You just hope that some marketing person doesn't take this and run with it for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Again, if they're going to do something like this, it pains me seeing we got Parker's Heritage. Now you've got this starting up. Why we're in a place with some of the most influential people in our industry either moving on, but at least having legacy behind them. You hope that this doesn't become a legacy for Fred down the road, but you hope that they use it for the right reasons and use that power of the brand and how special that is to not only fans, but for a community to help those in need.
Yes.
For some of this.
Yeah.
Because it's the bourbon industry speaks volumes, because what's one thing is you piss one of us off, you piss us all off. So know what you're doing, marketing teams out there, and don't screw this up.
Don't screw it up, for sure. Yeah, don't see these, because it's going to go. These bottles will go for a crazy amount. So then don't assume let's just do this as a yearly release. Exactly. Then it's what's making it driving this crazy numbers is it's so special, and people know it may actually never happen again. And so it's going to just be insane. So. But yeah, somewhere some bean counter is going to be like, "Did you see that this way?" It has to happen, right? Beam Suntory is a big company, and someone along the line is going to be like, "Wow, that's a lot of money."
Tim brings up a good point, and the Parker's Heritage is a good example. I pretty fortunate. I buy one every time I get a chance to, and I think we all know not all of them have been the best. They come out every year, but I look beyond that. I look at what the cause, and I frankly I don't care about the cost, because where it's going and what Parker did, and what he that in itself was a legacy. Unfortunately, some of the expressions have not been the most well received, but nevertheless, I'm all for it, and I hope they don't dilute this single barrel to something that Tim just alluded to is something less than.
Correct.
Yeah. Anything else on this one? It's exciting.
Nice packaging. I like how they did it in the blue. It's really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stands
the
out.
packaging is awesome.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of any bottle that has a blue label.
Right. Yeah.
I actually jumped on and bought some entries. So
Did you? Yeah. Good luck. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's the second chance batch is the name of it, even though it's a single barrel. And they always have a little picture on there, and the picture is Fred and the woman that, like I said, really ultimately saved his life, which is cool.
Yeah,
very cool. I hope I don't see this, but I hope she gets one because again, she's just like works at the distillery. I would assume this is. Out of most working people's price range, but it'd be cool if they gave her a bottle just for what she did.
Yeah, so, I'm sure they.
She deserves one for sure. All right, well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Cailee, we will start with you. Where can people find you?
Well, you can come see me out at either location of Leatherwood Distillery. Clarksville location is where I'm at a lot of times, but that's beside the point. You can also, I'm always going to say where you can physically find me after that one episode. I will never go back to not saying it. And then if you want to follow me on social media, I can be found pretty easily at Cailee O. Baker, Cailee Baker on Facebook, The Bourbon Bakers on Instagram, and all that good stuff. So, yeah.
And coming down to Key West, too. So
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, Tim, how about you? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
All right, Luke.
You can find me on Instagram at Santa Fe Boutique Wines and LinkedIn, Luke Otero.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that's abvnetwork.com. Check it out because everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, even interviews with people like Fred Noe. So check us out, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. Pick up a bottle, taste some whiskey, all located in Arnold, Missouri, a St. Louis suburb. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right, great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, But if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.